Hey guys. See, here's Oliver. He's a little bit calmer now. He's gonna learn some verbs with us today. I know, baby, so tired. It's nighttime. Trying to do the videos at night so that they have time to upload in the morning so that you guys can view them. So he's a little upset right now that I'm waking him from his nap. All right, so we are going to learn today about verbs. Let me move this over here. Okay. So we know that verbs show action, a state of being, or link two words together. There are three types of verbs: action, helping, and linking. Action verbs show an action like walking, swimming, reading, or sewing. Helping verbs help show an action like may, might, will, could, should, are, is, or had. Linking verbs link the subject to another word like be, is, am, are, was, were, being, or been. So here, an action is sleeping. This is him, sleeping. Helping is Oliver is sleeping. Linking verbs to a subject to another word like be, is, am, are, was, were, being, or been are also examples of verbs. And Miss Peterson's blanking because she's a little tired right now. All right, so let me show you the guided practice. And it's a little dark because the way the light, how I'm sitting right now, because I need my BB to stay comfortable. All right, so you can see that it says guided practice. So here is where Miss Peterson is going to show you what to do. So it says identify verbs in the picture using one color, so it's black. Make inferences and observations using a different color. So a verb is an action. So right now I see a woman pushing. I see a man or a woman sitting. I see a man walking. I also see a man carrying a baby. And in the background, it looks like there's someone swinging. And then I see someone playing. Okay? So now here are my observations. And look, I just want to show you guys really quick. You can move the text box. You see how when you're typing, these little blue squares show up? You can move your text box like that. And even if you want to make it bigger, or if you make a mistake, see, like, look how I accidentally hit that. Over here is the undo button, and you can hit undo to fix whatever mistakes that you made. So again, I'll do the little focus thing. Here's the undo for when you make a mistake. Okay? Or if you accidentally deleted something or you want to redo it, see, I can do that and it can go back. All right? Okay. Observation. So again, observations are what you see. I see a woman with a stroller. I see a woman sitting on a bench. I see a man carrying a child. All right, those are things that I see. I also see, it looks like a playground, play set. I see a play set. Okay. Now, inferences. We're going to use what we see and match it with our background knowledge. Look how cute he is. And match it with our background knowledge so that we can make inferences. I infer that the woman is at the park. Now, I also noticed that the woman is wearing a jacket and a hat and boots. So here, look, I want to add that. You see how I don't really have room anymore in my text box? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. In my text box, I'm going to select all, and then I'm going to change my font to maybe 14. Okay? So then I can add, I see a woman wearing a jacket, hat, and boots. So now I infer the woman's at the park. I infer it is cold out. Okay, based on what we're seeing. Great. So now here's my identify it. And it's just like the other day, how we're going to use the green circles to circle our verbs, and we're going to use the X's to cross out the words that are not verbs. Sitting on the bench, the woman watched the world pass by. So sitting is underlined. Sitting is a verb. It's an action. On the bench, the woman watched the world pass by. World is not an action, boys and girls. It's a noun. So I'm going to put an X over there. There's another verb in that sentence. Sitting on the bench, the woman watched the world pass by. So, guys, when you watch, that's an action. So she watched the world pass by. She was new to the city and wondered if the park was always this busy. I'm going to go back to my parts of speech anchor chart to see if the word was is, in fact, a verb. So now let me see. I'm looking action verbs show an action like walking, swimming, reading, or sewing. So that's on an example. Helping verbs show here. I just want to show you guys. He's all snuggly. Helping verbs help show an action like may, might, will, could, should, are, is, or had. Linking verbs link the subject to another word like be, is, am, are, was. All right, so was is a linking verb, so it is a verb. Was new to the city. And again, look, I can make it smaller if I want to. She was new to the city, and she wondered if the park was always this busy. Busy is not a verb. Is it? I'm going to say no. Okay? But I know that wondered is a verb, right? Because she's wondering, she's thinking something. So I'm going to expand my little green circle over wondered. In her old neighborhood, everyone knew each other. So neighborhood is not a verb. It's a noun. And then the word knew. So I'm going to go back. Let me see. Do I see any helping verbs? Show an action. Linking verbs link. Nope. So I'm not thinking that new is a verb. So I'm going to cross it out. Here, nobody seemed to know anybody else. And I know that anybody is a noun. Okay? So there I go. Now, where it says write it, Miss Peterson gave you guys some words that you can use to fill in and can make it a complete sentence. Every day, Jenna blank her baby in the stroller. She enjoyed getting out of the house for a bit and her baby blank the fresh air. She would blank diapers, wipes, and extra clothes, bundle up the baby, and head out. When they blank at the park, they would blank at the playground until it was time for the baby's nap. It blank Jenna's favorite part of her day. All right, so then I have pack, is, play, walked, stopped, enjoyed. So every day, Jenna pack her baby in the stroller. No. Every day, Jenna is her baby in the stroller. Definitely not. Every day, Jenna play her baby in the stroller. No. Every day, Jenna walked her baby in the stroller. Okay. So that could be a possibility. So I'm going to move walked over here. Every day, Jenna stopped her baby in the stroller. No. Every day, Jenna enjoyed her baby in the stroller. No, so I think walked is my best option. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller and move it over. She enjoyed getting out of the house for a bit, and her baby blanked the fresh air. The baby packed the fresh air. The baby is the fresh air. the baby play the fresh air, the baby stopped the fresh air, the baby enjoyed. I think it's the baby enjoyed. The baby enjoyed fresh air. Okay. She would blank diapers, wipes, and extra clothes, bundle up the baby, and head out. She would pack diapers, wipes, and extra clothes. She would no. She would play diapers, wipes, and extra clothes, no. She would stop, no, it's going to be packed. She would pack diapers, wipes, and extra clothes, bundle up the baby, and head out. When they blank at the park, when they is at the park, when they play at the park, when they stopped. When they stopped at the park, they would blank at the playground until it was time for the baby's nap. It is Jenna's favorite part of her day. So I'm going to say they would play. It is Jenna's favorite part of her day. And actually, this is supposed to be it was. All right. So, oops. All right. So now that's what you guys are going to do when you go to do this, your independent practice. Let me move myself back over here, make myself smaller. I'm going to zoom back out, actually. All right. So this is going to be your independent practice. That's too big. Zoom out. That's too small. I don't even know. Okay, so here is your independent practice for grammar that you're going to do. You are going to type the verbs that you see in the picture, what you observe in the picture, and your inferences. Then over here, you're going to use the green circles to circle the verbs, use the red X's to cross off the nouns. Remember, you're going to have other words that are going to be verbs that are going to be in the passage, okay? And then we have our write it, where you're going to move the box into the correct sentence. All right? The next one will be our science. All right. Talk to you guys in a bit.